If you can't see something, there's no way for you to become that as a professional. Our mission is to show young African Americans what they see they can be.
We try to do things differently, to not be the flavor of the month, and try to really dig to see what our students are interested in. What's the current culture for our young people? And we try to mirror our programs to what they want to do in life, not what we think they want to do.
We have 8 different programs that we're running right now. We're impacting about 500 children directly, but indirectly in terms of the Santa Fe partnerships, in terms of the reach that we do with charter schools and public schools. Each of those children become an ambassador, and that's what we like to call them, a 100 Black man ambassador, so they can inspire their friends, their peers, and in Gainesville, their cousins and their family members.
The current membership is probably about 40 men right now from all different walks of life, from all different backgrounds, constantly looking and inviting other men that have an interest in helping develop the next generation, making sure empowerment is important to be part of our organization.
One of the most important things about mentoring is asking the question, how are your children? Because a community's growth is directly connected to how the children grow. We just started the mentoring program here just this year, but we have seen a number of young brothers get more interested in STEM, interested in aviation. I do underwater research on slave ships and scuba diving. So when I do my session in July, we'll introduce them to aquatics and diving and marine archaeology. So we're constantly adding to their repertoire of not only information for college, but also for employment.
As a photographer, I do it professionally. To be able to bring my skill set to this organization has been truly rewarding because you get to see and document the looks on these children's faces, them having a good time, them learning things. So we're in these positions to be able to provide a different experience for these young boys to give them something to aspire to become.
A great quote by Frederick Douglass: "It's easier to build strong children than to repair broken men." I focus on interacting with the kids on a routine basis. I'm one of the younger members of the group. I'm kind of closer to them as far as their music and activities and stuff like that. So they tend to bond with me a little quicker. So I use that as an avenue to talk to them about issues in their life, try to steer them in a direction that's positive for them.
One of the most important things a parent can do is broaden their child's perspective in their future. We have a saying in our organization, they will be what they see, but if they don't see it, they can't be it. Our goal is to introduce as many different opportunities as available to these kids, and their parents learn as well. You have a lot of these young kids who are going to be first-generation college students.
Education really starts at home. It's critical that we as an organization partner with parents to ensure that we close any gaps there when it comes to parent-teacher involvement. And any way possible that we can help with that, we're there. And we do that through our mentoring. If parents aren't available on, let's say, an evening or something, we try to show up to the schools, and we try to show up through tutoring or what have you to help those students to achieve success.
Sometimes as communities, we see organizations come into the community and we see the great things that we're doing, but sometimes we forget that it requires funding. Make sure that you're investing in these programs. Make sure that you're donating to 100 Black Men of Gainesville. Those funds are only going to come back into our community, and not just for our community today, but we're planting seeds for years to come. So you're going to get return over return over return on your investment.
If you'd like to become a member, you can contact any of the 43 of us. We'll get you an application. We'll do a background check, because since you're dealing with children, it's very important that you have a level 2 background check and that your background is pristine. The other thing is you need to have professional references that speak to your character and your body of work. But if you are a willing participant, male of any race over the age of 21, and you support our mission, we would welcome your support. If you're a parent and you have a child who you think can benefit from any of the programs that we have, we're on all the social media platforms: Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. You can reach us there. You can reach us directly by calling the office number and talking to Mrs. Quan Hurst, who's the administrative assistant, and you can reach us that way.
Eventually, we're going to see these young boys that they're working with today become mentors for the next generation. So it's just going to be a cycling of mentors and mentees, and I think that's awesome.
If your children are not black, your children are welcome to be a part of our efforts, because when black children grow up, they're going to be working with children of every race, reed, and color, and they need to start as soon as possible building those relationships, getting comfortable with people of different cultures, and recognizing that there's strength in diversity. So when we say what they see they'll be, they're not going to grow up and see a black world. They're going to grow up and see an American world, an international world, and our children need to be prepared for that world.
We're always looking for community partners, to jump in and help with this. We do a couple of signature events each year. We sponsor the Aviation Academy. We do a scholarship golf tournament that takes place in the fall. We all look for partners to help with that. One, it gives the young men an opportunity to see other backgrounds, but also gives us an opportunity to raise, funds to support scholarship as well. But when you find individuals giving back, doing positive work, I think that speaks volumes. And that's what we want to make sure we keep going, that we're out here doing things to help, like I said, that next generation, help the current generation, to help make, Gainesville and the surrounding area just a better place for everybody to live in.
The best way to reach us is 100blackmenfl.org.
When you look at the data and they say Alachua County has the highest academic disparity in the state of Florida, we can change that. As a community, we must change that.